Now, I'm 43 years old. I don't have a lot in my life. But one thing I do have is the church. The First Spiritualist Church of San Diego. I have this church. And it is absolutely everything to me. Now, I'm not a religious person, okay? I don't believe in God. I don't believe Jesus ever existed. I don't believe in the Bible. I believe religion is just simply the way that ancient man explained things that science could not. Unfortunately, now in 2025, we have a whole lot of answers as to why things happened that ancient man described as an act of God. And there's a lot of things, from tsunamis to earthquakes to volcanoes erupting, just whatever. I don't believe in God, but this church is fucking everything to me. And sometimes when you're president of the board, like I am, sometimes when you're in my position, you have to do things that are right, but difficult. And that means holding certain people accountable that are on the board, and holding people accountable that are in the congregation. Whether it's making sure that somebody never comes back, or making sure that somebody gets anointed and made into a pastor or a holder of a spiritualist degree. Whether that's mediumship or giving messages, or, whatever specialty they chose to focus on. But I have to hold people accountable. And I have actually had people in my life walk away from me simply because I said, no, I'm not going to not do what's right because you're asking me to not do what's right and what I believe to be right. No, I'm going to do what I believe to be the right thing. And you can make whatever decision you're going to make, but I'm going to make sure I'm true to me and my beliefs and what I believe to be morally right. And that means holding people accountable. Now, I run this church. Every single decision that is made goes through me. If I don't say yes, 95% of the time it doesn't fucking happen. Okay? I run this church. I make it make money. I run the business of the church. And as a board, I have to hold people accountable. So if I have to say goodbye to somebody that's in my life, whether it be romantically or otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye, because my morals, my moral compass, and my desire to do the right thing all the time is more important than anybody on the planet. Okay? Anybody on the planet. Nobody compares to my moral compass and doing what I believe to be right. Whether it's holding myself accountable or somebody else accountable. And if you have somebody in your life that is trying to convince you to not do what you know is right and just and appropriate, then you need to leave that person in the fucking dust, because they're just going to hold you back. Life is hard. It's always been hard. It's always going to be hard. Doesn't matter how much money you have or anything else. Life is equally difficult. It's just different levels of difficult. So don't let anybody try to alter your moral compass. Your heart is worth more than any person on this planet. Don't degrade yourselves. Rise above.